Hey, I can just barely hear you. It might be mine.
Oh, huh? Uh, oh, your mic's not working? Okay. Okay. We are live. We are live. How's everyone going, man? I'm just joining late. Yeah, SK is going to get the mic going. Can anyone hear me? Yeah, I can't hear you. Does Mike have a Toyota motor on there? I can hear you a little bit. Can anyone hear me? Steve, your sound is good. Okay, cool, cool. Can anyone hear SK? Okay, we hear me. Waiting for. Yeah, I can't hear you. Nope, not yet. Nope. Super Dave said, I thought SK was talking about switching to a pole. I can just hear you a little bit.
Oh, now I can hear you. Say something. Oh, no, nothing yet. No, nothing yet. Can anyone hear SK? Sign language. You can hear me, right, SK? Okay.
How about now?
Yep. For a second, I got you. You said, "How about?" I heard that, and then after that was done.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, yep. I got it now.
Okay. All right.
You got it. All
We are
right.
live. We are live. I'm sitting there bumping my gums and finally look over at the comments. They say, hey, we can't even hear you, man.
Oh man.
Sit there running off at the mouth and they say they can't even hear me. You say, tell SK, share, what is he saying? Share his screen so we can see his sound settings. Oh, no, I still can't tell you what happened. I think it just, I don't know.
Man.
So is it all good right now?
Yep, yep. It's good.
Okay.
We are back in business.
All right. Okay, Joyce, there he is. Okay.
No more than pole jokes. Nah, just kidding.
Golly, that's funny right here. Slap me talking about sign language. That's funny. Major Brown says technical difficulties. Please stand by. Yes, sir. Super Dave said, I thought SK was talking about switching to. That's funny.
SK had to pay the StreamYard rent. Oh man.
That's funny. Fish are scattered, but you got to put the work in. That's right,
Yep,
PK.
yep.
You got that right.
Yep.
You got that right, man. That was a funny start right there, man.
Man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I joined in about 3 minutes in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was fighting the mic when I looked over there and seen that they were saying that
Oh, it wasn't
they
working.
couldn't hear me. Yeah. Super Dave, brother, I appreciate you, man. Super Dave, as always, let me get this thing started right. Got to get this man a shout out.
Yep. Super Dave. What's
Always, man.
happening?
He constantly dropping
Yep.
the links over there to get in contact with us.
Yep.
And he keeps the chat clean. I'm
Yep.
so glad that
Appreciate it, Super
when we
Dave.
first started this thing, that we had trouble over here in the
Oh yeah.
comments, but here lately, look like it's been pretty clean. I seen Slick a while ago. I think I did.
What's up, Slick? Hey, Joey. Major Brown.
There's Big Les. He hollered out.
Big Les. What's up, man?
Yeah, Big Les always got to work, so he rarely comes see us anymore. He usually help with the chat also, keeping the chat clean. But I'm just glad we got a good bunch of people that enjoy crappie fishing, enjoy talking about crappie, and we keep it clean over in the comments.
Yep.
And it's like I always say, we got some kids that watch us too, so
Yep.
It's always good to keep things clean. Major Brown, how you been, buddy? It's been a minute since I've talked to you. This concludes the testing of the emergency broadcast system.
Emergency crappie system.
That's right. That's right.
We are live. We are live. We are live.
Yes, sir.
How about them crappie? How they treating you?
Man, I tell you what, it's been a struggle. And the thing is, at any other time of the year. Now I say this: the spawn I hate, because those fish get super shallow, and live scope shallow water test live scope. Not that I have to have it, but when I got clients on the boat, they want to be able to see that fish. They want to be able to see that jig go down there. They want to see that fish react.
Right.
So it's kind of tough, and the Thermocline is no different. It absolutely kills your vision on live scope.
Yeah.
And I've had to play around with this setting and that setting. I mean, I got it to where I can see the fish, but man, it is tough. And with me being able to see the fish, it is a little harder to see your jig, because if you bump that sensitivity up, it reads that Thermocline a lot more too. And I've seen a couple people talking about Thermocline being bad on their lake right now too, but it hit us bad down here. It hits us really bad. It's a lot hotter down here, and the lake is really shallow, and the temperature. I mean, I've seen temperature 98, 97, 98 degree water temp, and so that makes it pretty tough. And usually we don't have current, and that's something else that affects these lakes with Thermocline. But one thing I will say with the Thermocline, man, I sent you a text of a screenshot where a guy, and this guy I know for a fact is a very good crappie fisherman, and lives on the lake. Me and him is out there when nobody else is, and he was like, man, I only caught one fish.
Damn.
He want me to tell him what he's doing wrong, but it's like there are so many people that think that I just got these fish figured out, but it's not like that. I go out there and I work my tail off to find where those fish are. And sometimes it takes, 10 minutes. Sometimes first spot we get to, we don't fish. Sometimes it takes 20 minutes. Sometimes it takes a couple hours, because those fish do move. And especially with this Thermocline. And it's like I've always said, this Thermocline seems like it moves to different areas of the lake. It's heavier in different areas of the lake each day. I'm not for sure, what this how it works, and I've been saying this for years, because there's not a lot of dependable information out there.
Right.
Because what I see on the lake and what I read and hear people say about the Thermocline, those two don't match up. But I'm not sure how do I make sense of it. I don't know how, other than to go out there and move a lot, and until I figure out where those fish are preferring to stage. And what I'm seeing is, depending on the area you are, you want to know the height of that Thermocline.
Yeah.
And this is the time of year to where it's just about every lake, unless you're fishing a river system with flow, Just about every lake is gonna have that thermocline.
Right.
So if you're in an area, you find that thermocline, wherever it's at, uh, the only thing you want to pay attention to is about 2 foot above it and about 2 foot below it.
Right.
Any other water depth don't mean nothing, because if they do dip down, more than a couple of feet below that thermocline, they're not going to stay down there long. If it's a crappie, now I've seen catfish, down on the bottom, but that's catfish.
Right.
Who, I'm not live scoping for catfish, and it is what it is with this. I've been saying this for years. Have that question mark. I guess that's question mark shake. Have that question mark stamped on your forehead when you get to that boat ramp.
Yep.
And just about everybody, I'm not saying everybody, but just about everybody has live scope. You got to go out there and put that thing in the water and put it to work. If you see fish and you're for sure they're crappie, make changes. Size, color, and action means a lot. And weight. I
Right.
will have to add weight onto that. And the question pops up. I know you've seen them people ask on here so many times. Hey man, what's the best color?
Right. Yep.
There ain't no best colors.
Yep.
The other day I was out there when we did that. The avatar that I got for this live here. The other day, the day before, that white lightning was super hot. No, the lemon lime was super hot. So we started off that morning with lemon lime. And that's how I do. If I'm out there, it can be a week. Back when I was just a weekend warrior, it could be a week that went by. My last best color is the color I'm gonna start on my next trip. But you have to be willing to make changes because
Yep.
and the client one of the clients that I had last week, he was from out of town, San Antonio, got live scope, does okay with it, and he was telling me that I made changes so much faster than he would ever even dream of doing. And he seen that he was also a pole dancer. And he seen how but the thing is, he's planning on moving down here.
Mhm.
So he needs to learn how to fish a lake like Lake Houston. And he was like, man, I couldn't catch these fish with my pole because of how you're scanning to find these fish. And having it, I'm not, again, you can keep your live scope transducer on 5 poles. It don't matter to me. But I'm gonna tell you how I consistently catch fish year round, and that's by being able to scan, and doing that on my troll motor is so much better. But these fish, I'm telling you, the other day, yeah, I usually don't talk spots, but if I'm saying I'm over 30 foot of water, there's only a few spots on Lake Houston where you can do that, and there's only going to be a few pieces of structure that's there to where you can fish 2 to 10 foot down. So even if you're over super deep water, pay attention to where that thermocline is, and that's the area you want to zone in. No shallower than 2 foot, no deeper than 2 foot. So plus minus 2 foot of the thermocline, and you'll find a good mess of fish. And when you find them, you usually got the area. They're not as scattered as they've been during the spawn.
Right.
So what's been happening on your end? I know you've been getting out.
Yeah, I've been getting out a few times, but truck's still in the dealer. Parts arrived yesterday, so hopefully I'll get it back by the end of the week. But I've been using trucks just to go fishing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I went to Walkeny looking for some bluegill. Didn't find no beds, but I got on some nice crappie and some timber.
Okay, cool.
Yep, and then
Any
I went.
thermocline?
Nope, no thermocline. I
No
was only
ther-
fishing 19 foot of water,
What
18, 19 foot of water,
what was your water temp?
88, I think.
Why, and
Yeah,
no
no.
thermocline?
Only time I see thermocline usually is if I'm 25 foot or more. Yep.
Wow.
Benbrook,
Dude,
we had some thermocline deep water.
I can be in 6 foot of water and see thermocline.
Yeah, see, no, nothing. There might be, that lake is probably 60 foot deep.
Yeah.
You know,
See,
I
that
don't
may
know if
make a
that
difference.
makes a difference. Yeah.
Is it like a river system?
No, it's just a big lake.
Wow.
Shoot, I don't know how many miles one end to the. It's big. It's in the 50,000 acres. You know what I
Acre.
mean? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Man, man. I wish we had that down here.
And then I went to another lake, never been there before. Want to try some bluegill fishing and got on some good ones, red ear and copper nose and some hybrids.
That's what's up.
Yep, but I forgot my marker buoy.
Uh-oh.
And then I thought about it. I was like, I'm going to try the live scope perspective view first time. So I
Uh-huh.
run to the boat ramp, beach my boat, get out, going to swap it out. And I didn't have the short knob.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, man. So I went back out there and just used regular live scope on the bluegill. I'd see
Yeah.
about 4 of them swimming. I shoot my cork over there.
Uh-huh.
I was in about 14 foot of water, had the cork about 13 foot deep, slip
Slip
cork.
cart.
Yep, and
Okay.
I was
Okay.
fishing like that. So, yeah, I did pretty good. And I just got
Cool.
done eating them just 10 minutes ago.
Man, ain't this
Yep,
some
that's
good
why I
eating,
was
ain't it?
late. Oh, yeah, the wife was like, man, this is good. I was like, that's
Yeah.
bluegill. She was like, huh?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, my
She's like,
wife,
when we going back?
my sisters, I got sisters and aunts that they prefer, bluegill over crappie all the time.
Right.
But my wife, I've always caught them and cooked some, but my wife never did really understand what we were doing.
Right.
But now that I'm cooking so much more, she's really starting to see that man, that bluegill, woo,
Oh,
if
yeah.
it's fresh, never frozen, I almost say it's better than crappie.
I about the
Fresh, never
same. I don't
frozen.
think I see a difference. I had both.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
4 whole fries today.
Nice,
Man, I'm
nice.
full.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's what's up.
I pulled the fins out, did that little,
That
put
little
the
cut.
fillet knife in it, cut it,
Uh-huh.
pulled all the fins out except for the tail. Yep.
Cool.
Oh man, it was good.
Yeah, yeah. I hadn't
Yep.
did that yet, but I did see one guy that
Yeah.
that did that on that
I make
video.
a couple slices down the on the
Right.
side of them just to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skewer it. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, they're good. Oh man,
Cool.
I'm ready to go back. Now I got to wait for my truck to get fixed.
That's right.
I plan to go Saturday, bluegill, and then I'm going to do some crappie fishing there too. So,
Nice, nice.
yep, if I get my truck back.
Yeah. Devontae got on him 12 niceness this weekend, some
Oh,
monsters,
cool.
and still had eggs. That's what's up.
Man.
That's what's up. There's Miss Bertha.
Hey, Miss Bertha.
Slabby said fishing was great Saturday, though they chomping 3 heat strokes, but that ain't bad enough. Tell you what, it's been hot, man.
Yeah.
It's been hot. I got a umbrella mount coming for my boat. I should have been had this thing, especially when I got clients out there. I want to try to protect them. The bad thing is, I had that big umbrella on my doggle to where it would protect the person that was fishing and the person that would be, sitting on the seat right behind the cooler seat. But now I may have to figure out something else because the person that's not fishing is usually back there, at the seats at the console.
Okay.
I didn't know that Lane Palmer of Custom Pursuit Outfitters passed. Yeah, he passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he passed. Cove Ultimate Fishing. Cove is here to learn something. Thanks for all you guys. Cool.
Well, yep. Appreciate it. Cool,
Welcome,
ultimate.
welcome.
Yep.
That's my first. I don't think he's ever been here. It's my first time.
Yeah. Was your first time, Cove?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's been a while. Yep, that's been a while
Yeah.
back. Yep. What happened if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I don't
Oh, he's
know.
talking to Super. Oh, with that dude. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, Slab, you're right. By 9 a.m. it's hot. By 11 it's cooking. That's
Yeah.
right. Traffic wasn't too bad Saturday. I was gone by 11 though. Yep. Yep.
So I show up to the lake at 11.
Oh,
Yep.
golly.
That's that
It's-
retired life.
Yep. Yep. Man, I'm still programmed, man. 4:30, sometimes 3:30, 3:30, 4:30. I'm just
Yeah, I did
jump
it for
up.
years. Now I'm like,
Yep.
Another hour of sleep.
Yeah. But when the chickens, they go to roosters, I'm ready to lay it down. Miss Bertha. I don't know any details other than he passed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. JR said SK on Lake Houston. It seems that the thermocline is bad in some shallow areas until the sun gets up. Yep, the higher the sun gets up,
Yep.
the less you see. And I think that you know, JR, that's another thing that you had. I don't care what you read about thermocline, you just will not read that. And I can't say that it's not just that the unit reads different with the sunlight, but it would seem that if you got in a shaded area, that thermocline would show back up. But I've seen that also when the sun gets up, the thermocline really dissipates.
Yeah. Let me see what the water temperature was. I usually take a picture every time, every trip of my graph.
Yep. But man, it's that thermocline. It's a game changer. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
it adds another level to crappie fishing with live scope. Even back in the day,
Yep.
I even did some videos where you know. And the crazy thing is, it seems to me that you will find some areas with a lot less thermocline than other areas, but it seems to me that the fish prefer the areas with thermocline.
Right.
And it's crazy. I mean, I seen this way before live scope, and it's a a theory in progress. And this is all just what
Yep.
I've seen on the water.
Man, the water temperature was 90.3. This was at
Wow.
12:20 p.m. around noon.
Is
Man,
that
I just noticed
at the
that.
smaller lake?
Yep.
At the
Last.
smaller lake?
Yep.
Wow.
When I went Monday, I believe.
Is it clear water or what?
Yeah, it's about foot and a half maybe visibility.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Craig say he took his son-in-law fishing Sunday. No kids this time. Caught about a half bucket full of blue. Oh, on your blue and white jig, and they
Oh,
tore it
cool.
up. Had a great day. That's what's up.
Sweet.
Are y'all cooking any of those fish up, Greg? I know y'all probably are. They are some really great eating fish. I like them. I really like them when they're fresh, never frozen, and they do have a sweeter taste. That's one fish that you can really tell if it's been frozen. So I like white bass. White bass is okay, fresh, never frozen. I can do it in a taco, but especially blackened. But if you freeze that fish, I almost can't eat it. Slab B said wind has been pretty good. Oh, pretty bad there. But wind's been pretty good here. I'm shocked we don't get much wind in the summer. Wind has been pretty bad here lately. I'm shocked we don't get much wind in the summer. It's been down. We got that little system, that little depression in the Gulf, and we finally got some rain out of it today. I know I hadn't seen Wayne on here, but I know he's been complaining that he hadn't had any rain, but they got plenty of rain down south today.
Hmm.
Yeah, South Texas got hit pretty good.
Oh, wow.
That's bad, Devon. Hit them likes, folks. Appreciate you. There's Hutch. What's going on, my man?
Hey, Hutch.
There's the contact for Limits Tackle.
Yep. Appreciate it, Super Dave.
Miss Bertha says,
Yeah.
no, I
Another
don't.
news. I ordered me a 300R engine for my Ranger. Yep.
Congratulations, man.
Brand new. It'll be in 3 weeks.
That's what's up.
Got my prop today. Yep. 300 horse racing engine, Mercury.
Yeah,
So it should be pretty good, man.
yeah.
I won't not.
He said not news,
Yeah.
Miss Steve. Big Sasquatch guides in your area. Yeah, that dude, he won a bunch of
He's in
tournaments.
Arkansas.
Oh, is he in Arkansas?
Yeah.
Sasquatch?
Yep.
No
Sasquatch
guys to my
Outdoors.
parts and no tournaments either. Wow. Steve, you went to Tawakoni and I didn't
Nope.
find no bluegill.
Nope. I was looking for the beds. I might have been looking too shallow.
JR says, SK, I wonder if the clear water has a deeper thermocline since it is deeper on Conroe versus Lake Houston. Yeah, I've seen it to where the Conroe didn't even have a thermocline a couple years that I could see,
Yeah.
and I get there pretty early. And I used to always only fish the north end, but I've been doing quite a bit of fishing on the south end here lately. Just expanding my knowledge of the lake. And speaking of that, those are pro tips. Thank you, PK. I appreciate you, buddy. I try to share some stuff that help people out. And it's just like I know PK's did several trips with me, and we've did both crappie. He don't even like going on crappie trips no more because he says it's not a challenge no more. We've been doing some bluegill trips here lately,
That's
and
cool.
I try to share. You know, I know he has a boat. I know he has live scope. And when I get people on the boat like that, I try to share the knowledge to where they can go back and enjoy,
Yeah.
the hunt, because the hunt to me, the hunt is more exciting than the catching.
Right.
And I see some guy, there's some people, man, it's just if they're that one spot is not hot. I'm talking crappie or bluegill. They can have, maybe one or two spots. If those spots are not hot, they just go home empty handed.
Right.
And they got electronics. That's the killing
Yep.
part. I mean, you gotta have the love of using your electronics first. And then they assist you. That's your rifle walking through the woods,
Yep.
looking for that squirrel, and the squirrel is the crappie or the bluegill. Craig says I prefer gills over crappie, but both are really good.
Yep.
If the and it's like I said, if the bluegill are fresh, never frozen, I'll take those over crappie any day. Fresh, never frozen is not a thing, in my opinion. Cannot tell the difference.
Yeah, I can't either.
I
I don't
can't.
know. I don't know about bluegill because I don't really catch. I don't really go for fishing a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah. And usually when I catch them, I cook them pretty quick.
yeah. Devon said bluegill are too small in his parts. Huh.
Where's the one? Mississippi?
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's some nice ones over there.
Now, Louisiana.
Oh,
Louisiana.
Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, LBG says
Oh,
it's some,
yeah.
yeah. I prefer crappie over fish bones. Now, Super Dave, you got to catch it big enough to fillet.
Yeah.
It's hard for me.
Yep.
Every blue moon, I'll do whole fry,
Yeah.
bluegill or crappie.
Yeah.
But on the bluegill, man, I threw back so many. Man, I prefer the big hammers, big as
Yeah.
your hand, so you
I
can
I
fillet
fr-
'em.
I whole fried the red ear. They were a lot
Oh
thicker.
yeah, a
Yeah.
lot thicker. Yep,
Yep.
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 Yeah, LBG could be on the boat with me. He know, man. That red ear is a special fish to me.
Yeah.
And if he see that red dot, he say, "Oh, that joker, they're in trouble." He know it's gonna hit that cooler.
Oh yeah.
That's funny. Super
Yeah. I'll
Dave
do a
Steve.
whole fry maybe once a year. Like today, I had them, and I'm good for a long time.
Cool.
But
Kenneth says,
some people, that's all they do is whole
yeah,
fry.
yeah, like
Yep.
bluegill.
Yeah.
Bluegill, 99% of his fish, he whole fry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kenneth says, "What's up, guys? What is your air temp down there? We've been ranging. We got the little system in the Gulf down
Yeah.
here. Now I think 88 was the high for the day here.
Yeah. It was cooler today. And yesterday it was 93. Let me see what it's in my shop right now. 83 in my shop right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I want to say put that tree thumper to work.
Oh
That's
yeah.
that's B&M, right? Yeah, I think that's
I think
B&M.
so.
Murdoch says my sweet corn came in, so I'm shucking corn and listening, but I'm here. Thank you, Murdoch. So what are you gonna do with your corn? I'm gonna take a little bit more of your time. How are you preparing your corn? Joey
Okay.
says talking crappie is better than getting lied to at the POA meeting. That's funny right there. It's so hot here, my pond balled over. Uh-oh. Yeah, you gotta wash those ponds. You got an aerator in your pond? Craig? Devon says next weekend we'll pull out the Thump Detective and Sam Heaton. There you go. Joey says last time I was out, it seemed like the Thermocline improved the further away from the main lake I got. Huh. Wow. I think it just changes every day.
Right.
You know, and one morning I'll see this super bad in an area, and I'll it, and the thing is, like I was saying a while ago, it's hard for me to run from it because I've seen where those fish gravitate to those areas. And it's like I said a while ago, negative, plus minus 2 foot of wherever that thermocline is, and I've seen it as shallow as 4 foot. Uh, and at you get over the deeper water, it sometimes goes down there, around at 10 or 12 foot. Gerald says, SK, the bait has to stay above the thermocline. May be why you find more when it is heavier. Yep, very possible. Very possible. Very possible. He said we're in this together. J Dub, what's going on, my man? Says good evening, everybody. Devon says, yeah, we're getting our fair share of rain. Yeah, it's same here. I mean, it's been coming down.
Yep.
Craig says cooked all of them and they didn't last long, but I ate some while cooking. Hey, it's always best to
Yep.
do it
I
that way.
did that same thing tonight.
The perks of cooking. That's
Yep.
right. Oh, Sasquatch is North Louisiana? I thought he was Arkansas too.
Arkansas or Louisiana, one of the two.
Yeah. Yeah, 300
Yep.
R
300.
300 R.
Yeah. The racing version.
Yeah, don't leave that R off there.
Yeah. 6,400 RPM red line. Oh yeah, that thing gonna be up there.
Yeah.
Yep. 75 to 78 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That big boat. Oh man.
Yeah, that's moving.
Yeah.
For a boat that size.
Yep.
Wayne, I know you're getting rain down there. You can't say it's pot dry down there no more. Joey says, SK, I'm not going to be able to handle waiting much longer to get out there. I think I'm going to take my chances on Friday. There you go.
Yep. Yeah, if anyone's looking for a used motor, I got a 250 on the back of the Ranger that's for sale. So hit me up if you're interested.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
I already ordered my new one, so it's ready to go.
Yeah.
It's still installed. I'm fishing till I sell it. So red diamonds. Appreciate it, Wayne. Oh man, that's a good
That's
one.
funny. Wish I could catch them big enough to fillet. Yep.
Yeah. They got to be around somewhere. You just have to find out where they're.
Yeah, you may have to go to a different lake because different lake. This is like Lake Houston. They
Yeah.
do not grow big in Lake Houston. And here's the killer part: Conroe got them big. Conroe flows into Lake Houston,
Right.
but there ain't no big ones in Lake Houston. What sense does that make?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it depends on the lake.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, the clearer the water, the bigger the bluegill get.
Yep.
And Devon said, yes, the hunt is fun. Sometimes I try to make a spot hot. There you go. South Louisiana. Vulnerable adventures. My son just wants to throw the cast net all day. That's funny. What about this tropical storm? Yeah, we've been talking about it, Wayne. I know you're getting some rain down there. There's Conrad. What's going on, my man? He said, I'm still a fan. Appreciate you, brother. Squiddo. Oh, you're a Gill fan. Okay. That's what's up. Yeah, me too, man. Every year I got to hit it. Every year. We have some nice rain, but no floods so far. That's what's up. I'm surprised that surge hadn't hit you up down there. I'm not for sure how far you're off the beachfront, but Devon say he loves whole fry crappie.
Cool.
I can do it sometimes, but that fillet is hard to beat. Big Les says that Thermocline is insane. It was my first time seeing it in person. It makes you really squint
Oh yeah.
a whole lot.
Yep.
Craig says I watched an old video of you and LBG.
Oh
Gill
yeah,
fishing.
you
Great video.
reposted it.
Yep,
Yeah, the
yep,
other day.
yep.
Yep.
And that's some of that was with no electronic. Well, he had 2D on that boat back then,
Right.
and we and me and Bluegill we did that a lot. We'll just pick a bank and we'll just go it, and you could do it with electronics or without. There's so much faster with electronics,
Right.
but especially if you got two people in the boat, because one person can fish the shallow side, the other person
Right.
can fish the deeper side.
Yep.
And usually this time of year, if you get bit by one, there's going to be
Right. Yep.
several
Yep.
there.
Yep.
That's on the bluegill. Devon says most old folks in South Louisiana like whole fry. Yep. Around these parts too. There's Jesse. What's going on, my man?
Hey Jesse, how's it going, man?
Murdoch, that's what K Fred does. He grows them, grows everything. Yep.
Oh, cool.
I donated plenty of tackle to the river.
Yeah.
That tells me you was fishing in the right areas.
Yep. Yep.
Whole fry gills. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Murdoch says put a few ears up to grill, shuck, and all the rest I cream. Okay. That would be Saturday project, just shucking and in fridge tonight. That's what's
Oh,
up,
cool.
man. Wayne said he wanted to order pizza, but when it cost me $30, I canceled. Hey, pizza ain't no joke right
Oh,
now.
yeah. Yep. Yep.
Hey, they get paid. You gonna spend $50, $60 to feed your
Yep.
family
Yep.
on
Even
pizza.
Fast food's crazy.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yep. Murdoch says next days after work will be dedicated to bluegill, and the day before and of the full moon in June is usually good.
That's next week or something, right?
Yep. Yep. We had I think the full moon is pretty much full right now.
Right.
They had
Top speed 62 is my top speed right now. But in the wintertime, you get about 2 miles an hour more. In the summer, it backs it down about 2 miles just because of the heat.
yeah.
Yeah, boats run a lot better in the colder weather. Red diamonds will catch.
Gotta have a white nibble. JR
That's what I
says,
didn't try, nibbles for them
Steve
bluegill. I
was.
should have tried it.
Steve was in the USAF, so that 300 will make his Ranger fly.
Yep, fly high. That was our motto: fly high.
Oh, Craig said he didn't get any of that rain.
You ever see them boats when they're screaming down the lake and just the motors touch in the water?
That's right. Yep.
Yep.
Big Lad says, what else I did notice was more trash fish is hanging around that thermocline areas. I think it was the area you was fishing that had the
Okay.
trash fish. I don't think it had to do anything with the thermocline. It's like I was saying a while ago, if it's either you own the fish or you're not, and if you're not, that means you need to move.
Right. Right.
Especially this time of year.
Yeah.
Devon said I eat the tails and fins of
Oh yeah.
crappie and catfish. Really crunchy and tasty, better than tater chips.
Yep.
Yep,
Yep.
especially that tail. I'll
Yep.
do the
Yep.
tail, but the other fins, I mean, it's just
Yeah.
I usually don't. They just the handle to pull the bones out.
Right. Right.
The other ones, the dorsal and
Yep. Yeah, I pulled them on this one, but I think I like it with them there because you have something to grab.
right, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you able to get them all out though?
Yeah. I got them all out.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
But I think I like it the other way better. I'm just used to it.
okay.
This is kind of new, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LBG usually only use a crappie nibble, and actually, I think that video we both, because I started out really slow. I target the bigger bluegills by using a jig, but I do use a crappie nibble. But that day they didn't seem to want that bigger profile from that jig, so
Right.
I uh I just used a nibble on a hook.
Mhm.
And it works great sometimes. It's better than digging into some worms, getting
Yeah.
all that dirt up on your fingernails, or dealing with crickets, and then you get a nibble with the cricket and it falls off. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, same deal with the crappie nibble, but it's just so much cleaner. Wayne said we don't need no floods, but
Yep.
enjoy the rain. Murdoch says no. The full moon is Friday, my favorite day
Oh,
of the
cool.
favorite day of the day before. Okay.
Mhm.
I seen some talk about there was a red moon or something. I thought it was a full moon,
Okay.
but maybe not.
I need more bluegills for gills.
Bluegills for bluegill jigs for gills. That's funny. Yes, sir. There's Koosey. What's going
Yep.
on, my man? He said he just finished butterflying some gills in crappie for the smoker.
Okay. I never smoked them before.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I've always heard people talking about it, but I've just never did it. Murdoch says today would have been a good day, but I needed to get this done. That's what's
Yeah.
up. Craig said I will win some tonight.
Mhm.
He said that sounds really good. Yeah. Yep. Hook 76. What's going on, my
What's
man?
happening, Hook? Howdy.
Joey says I'm selling my Lowrance setup that I just pulled off my boat. If anyone is interested, HDS Carbon 12, Elite 9, two side imaging sonars, active target 1, and a fishing specialty pole.
Uh-oh.
Uh oh,
Payne might buy
Payne. Yeah, Payne can put one on each side of his boat. He can run two of them. Hey, he can hold his rod in his mouth.
it. Oh man.
Payne, I got to mess with you. Or Squiddo, Squiddo a diehard pole user too.
Oh, okay.
Joey Fisher, but that first time he was like, "Yeah, my pole is getting ready to get taken off my boat."
Yeah, just takes practice.
It
It
does.
ain't that hard. You think about it, it's not that
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, Craig, it works good. And it's clean. Devon says Crappie Head TV got a nice tackle bag that can hold lots of baits. Cool. Tim, what's going on, my man? Good
Hey,
to see
Tim.
y'all fishing a stained body of water in the morning. Any starting settings or colors on jigs to start with?
Whatever they like, whatever you have
Uh,
confidence in, start with that. I don't know what lake you're on.
yeah, Tim is in San Antonio, I think. Yeah, I think he's in San Antonio. I forget which lake. But if you guys are having Thermocline, be prepared to turn that sensitivity down. And I'm gonna tell you now, it's pretty bad down here. I'm not sure about your lake over there. It's just as far as color jigs to start with, man. You know, it's like I was saying a while ago. Start with what work with worked for you last time. And if you see fish turn away, I know you got live scope. So if you see fish turn away, you know
Yep.
it's time to change up
Yep.
colors.
Yep. He has live scope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Murdoch says, I want nothing but whole fry on gills. I will fillet a red ear. I've blackened whole big. It's good too. Yep.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. Blackened's good.
Yeah. Wayne say he see green grasshoppers in his lawn. And that's some good. I tell you what, when I was growing up, that was the bait.
Yeah.
That was the bait. That'll go dig some worms up.
Right.
2 down, 2 to go, Craig says. That's what's up. Oh, bluegill. He says bluegill. Okay.
Oh, okay. Not big.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. Text worst thing. Yep. Nibbles make a difference a lot of
Yep.
times. I try not to use them because they do take time to put on. But there are those days, and that's something else that'll help you, with consistently being on fish is adding scent. You know, and it's like I always say, in the summertime, I try to go with the nibbles, and in the wintertime, I'll use a gel, uh, and it just and the reason why I'd make that change is because when the water temperature is cold, those nibbles don't dissipate like they do in the summertime, and the gel just adds scent in the water faster. Hook 76, how much weather is coming, y'all's? Man, the weather folks don't even know. They've been saying it's supposed to be right at flood. They done lowered the lake right at 2 foot and everything else. Man, we've been
Yeah.
getting the most rain we had today, and it may be an inch of rain.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, that storm looked impressive out there in the Gulf. It looked like 2 or 3 different systems going to me. But hopefully this thing will hit land and go ahead and die down some. Fred says, I have a son in Oklahoma that has a 21-foot bass boat with a 225 Evinrude on it. If he can find smooth water, it will run in the low 80s. Wow.
Oh yeah. Some of them bullets and oh yeah, they're made for speed.
Yeah. Wow. PK says, does a full moon slow the daytime bite down? Oh, I've seen it do both because sometimes that moon is up during daylight hours, well into the day, and it'll be. I've seen it slow mornings, heavy midday, and also I've seen it pick up during the midday and go well into the evening, and then it die off, later that in the afternoon. And the feeding times, I'm gonna tell you now, they're just not accurate enough to judge. I mean, my thing is go feed them when you got time to go feed them.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard. That they do slow down at different times. Usually changing color jigs, even sometimes changing areas will put you back on fish. There's no definites, especially when it comes to crappie. I always talk about, let's talk about how to consistently catch crappie, throughout the year. And this is what I say. I've been saying this for, I can't, for a long time, 10 years at least. That there are no definites. It's just go and move, move, and move. And I know just like I said a while ago, most people that's really deep into crappie fishing right now all got live scope. So keep moving until you find a good concentration of fish, and then once you find them, keep changing baits until you find a consistent bite. That's what works for me. Payne says I'm okay with it. I got 1 foot on the troll motor, the other on a brake switch, and 1 hand on each pole. There you go. There you go. Joey says I set my son up with some short nibbles on a number 8 hook under a bobber in the pond. He got on a few really good gills the other night. That's what's up. They love those nibbles. No guys or tournaments in my area. Wow. Craig says I used nibbles on jigs, but never just a nibble for. Yep, it works.
Yep.
It works. Major Brown says, so what other things should we be doing when it's tough besides the basic, in your opinion? Be as hard headed as the fish are. That
Yeah.
you know, and I've always been one to say never overlook the shallow water. And there's been some guys that's you know I used to talk to a lot that's well into their 70s and 80s, but they still have boats and they still get out there and they're really good crappie fishermen. But this was some years back. They were having troubles like, well, what depth of water did y'all start fishing in? So, well, in this lake, we always usually start at about 15 foot and work our way out. I say, well, I'm willing to bet that if you start in 6 to 8 foot of water and work your way out, you'd be on fish. And he came back the next week and say that it was telling me that he couldn't believe that all of those years that they drove over fish to go and look for fish.
Yep.
The biggest thing that I have in my mind is they cannot leave the lake. They cannot leave the lake. Major Brown, you fish with me a few times down here, and I know you've seen how tight to the structure these fish can get. And right, a lot right now, even though these fish are, that I'm seeing them in as shallow as 2 to 4 foot under the surface. If you're not watching that structure really close, you won't even see them.
Right.
So I guess another big thing is take your time and look at those scans. Look at the limb as it comes out, and I'm seeing them either sitting on top of the limb or right up under it, right up under it. It makes a big difference. It's just watching that screen.
Yeah.
Murdoch says, heck, if you listen to the weatherman, you won't never get an accurate forecast. That's right. JR says, I have grilled mine before. I marinate them in a good Italian dressing for a couple of hours before putting them on the grill.
Oh,
Yep.
cool. Yeah,
Yep.
I heard that before.
Yep. Yeah, my in-laws do stuffed jalapenos.
Oh, okay.
That I hadn't did any myself, but it's pretty good. I
Mhm.
mean, it's a little overpowering for crappie, but
Yeah.
it's pretty good. There's a lot of different ways to do crappie, and all of them eat good.
Yep.
Craig says the full moon slows me down because when I see it, I'm ready for bed. That's funny. Daniel, you can't
Hey,
catch
Daniel.
fish where there is no fish. Thank God for live scope.
Yep.
Yeah, I have, especially first time uh, clients that I've had, they'll always ask the question, what did I do? How did I catch them fish before live scope? And I used to tell them that you see all the structure that I'm passing up, I'd be dropping a jig on it if I
Right.
didn't have live scope. That's the biggest difference. It's live. You do not have to. I'll say it all the time. You don't have to have live scope to catch these fish, but it's definitely a big old time saver.
Yeah.
Slap B says a lot of times I found fish 100 yards from boat ramp. I should have won a tournament, and I was in sight of the boat ramp. Couldn't get them in the boat. That's happens sometimes. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you what. I sent Steve there some pictures the other day, and it's amazing that there are so many. And I've been saying this for years too. That there are so many people that first thing they have on their mind when they launch their boat, oh, I'm gonna run this joker, and it's metal to the pedal, and they pass over so many fish right there at that ramp. Yes, sir. Daniel says you can't catch. I already read that one already. Where else am I going? Oh, Craig said he hired an excavator to clean out cattails in his pond yesterday. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Some vegetation is good,
Yep.
but some of it you have to control.
Yep.
Yep. Hook 76 says there's a new limit on the big three in Mississippi. 15 to 10.
Oh,
Wow.
only 10 per person. Wow.
Yeah.
I think they got to be 12 inches or more too.
Yeah. Is this the Hook 76 that's on YouTube? I think he's from Mississippi too. I think there's a Hook 76 on YouTube. Crappie setting.
Hey, Crappie
What's
Fishing.
going on, my man? There's Darian.
Hey, what up, Darian?
SK, my neighbor booked his parents with you for Friday. Are you keeping trips for this week with the weather or having to reschedule? Yep. Joey, me and him had some miscommunication. And when we talked about that, I, for some reason, didn't get that he wanted that Friday. Anyway, he hit me up today, and that Friday was already booked. And the way I do this is when I talk to so many people, and I delete a lot. Something that don't come about, I just delete it. And he sent me a screenshot on his phone where he showed he texted me back and said that he wanted the 21st, but I didn't get the message. It was possible that I was in a bad area and it just didn't come through. I'm not real sure, but we got him booked. We got him taken care of. And I appreciate you for the referral. And I'll take care of him out there. Daniel says you taught me how to use my side imaging. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Side imaging is just as important.
Oh, yeah.
And as fun to use.
Yep.
Craig says you can't miss what you never had. He says live, talking about live scope. That's right. When live scope first came out, I didn't want nothing to do with it. But the way you mess up is if you fish with somebody that has it.
Right.
Once you do that, you can be like, yeah, I think I need it.
Right.
Well, you don't need it, but you want it. Darren says, SK, I know Conroe has big brim, but what's the biggest you've weighed? Just under a pound and a half. A lot of fish over a pound.
Yeah.
A lot of fish over a pound. There's Slick.
Slick, what's happening?
I thought I seen you earlier. I think that was Big Les that I seen earlier.
Yeah, Big Les was here, yeah.
Yeah. Said late, but I'm here. Appreciate you for joining us, man.
Yep.
Slap B says, I lost some huge ones. If I told you how many, you wouldn't believe me. It was a sad day for me. but I started scanning time I leave the ramp. Yes, sir.
I'm on Lake Fork, certain time of the year. You don't even have to crank only time you crank your big motor is to get it off the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Trolling motor. All day. Yep. Limit big slabs.
Yep. Devon say summertime bite is good in Louisiana.
Yep.
Yeah, it usually is down here too, but we just got to get this Thermocline diet down. Murdoch says he's a Mississippi pole dancer. But he ain't on YouTube. That's funny. Slappy said, "You'd be surprised where fish will be sometimes. I think it's all the boat stirring up the bottom
Yep.
of the lake, bugs, etc. I guess." Well, they they go where there's less pressure. Period. They I see so many fish leaving brush piles from the boat being right there, and they prefer not to have a boat, especially if it's windy. You got boat slap. Boat slap
Right.
is something that's especially if you're having a vertical jig, it makes a big difference. Devon, I almost bought me one the other day. I still hadn't had one this year.
Yeah, I haven't had one. I looked for one Sunday, but the guy wasn't there. I'm gonna go get one tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried a piece of the yellow meat that he had, and it just wasn't as sweet as the red that he
Right,
got.
right.
So that's why I
Hey,
went.
Jeff.
What's going on, Jeff? Hook 76 says, if you on a lake and you hear someone holler, apologize. It's me catching another one. Murdoch hears it on a regular basis. That's what's up.
Dang.
Major Brown at Slab B. I have the same mindset now. Drop that troll motor and hunt, and the hunt is on. You can save a ton of gas doing that. Yep.
Yep, yep,
And be on fish a lot faster.
yep.
Daniel says, if anybody's on the fence about the Gorman Live Scope, it was worth every penny I paid for it.
Yep, exactly.
I agree, Daniel. I mean,
Yep.
it's such a time saver that it is unreal. Joey says, I think I'm going to really like that depth shading, without a doubt, feature on those Gorman units. It's also nice they talk through the network switch. They're all updated and ready for waypoints. There you
Sweet.
go.
Yep, yep. I updated my units yesterday.
Yeah, I think I got one for the 106 and the 86 16. The 1243 is already all updated.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'll probably do them my next time out.
You do them on
So,
the water or you do them at home?
nah, on the water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That way I can play with them.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if I do it here at the house, I'm gonna want to go play with it. So,
Right.
yep. Super Dave. Mark says, you hear that a lot right after I hear the dynamite. That's funny right there. So I'm gonna do something special tonight. Now I will tell you guys that if you don't want to make the drive down here, uh, don't enter. Let somebody else have the opportunity to win. But I'm gonna do a bluegill trip giveaway, a guided bluegill trip giveaway. Now I will tell you, when I do a bluegill trip, you can keep as many as you want while we're out, but I will only fillet 25 for you, or 25 per person. But we're gonna do a one person guided bluegill trip tonight. We're gonna
Oh, sweet.
do a trip.
Sweet.
Let me get this thing set up. It's like I said, if you're not willing to make the drive down here or not in this area, let somebody else have the chance. And we're still gonna just do the regular old hashtag crappie, I guess. Makes it a lot
Yeah,
easier.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna do bluegill,
Not
but
confusing.
yeah, then
Yeah.
we got to correct so many people. So we'll keep it simple. So if you're in the Houston area and would like to win a guided crappie trip in the comment section. Oh, let me share this thing so you can see it. Present, share screen. Okay. So just as you see it right there on the screen, hashtag crappie, all lowercase, type that in the comment section down there and hit that enter button. Now, I will tell you, if you are not subscribed to my channel, this giveaway tool will not pick you up. You have to be subscribed to the channel for it to see you. So if you're new to the channel, be sure that you back out real quick and subscribe to the channel and come on back in. And this is going to be, like I said, for a bluegill trip for one person, a bluegill trip uh, that you'll be able to win. Craig says, I just gave my grandson an ACC crappie stick and a fluger reel for his birthday tonight. He loves it and ready to try it out this weekend.
Oh, cool.
He bought me a Henry Golden Boy. Oh, really? For my birthday last year. That's awesome right there.
Yep.
Cool. Slappy says, Major Brown, yes, you can. You can. I actually just got lucky that day. I found them. Everybody took off. I was just idling looking. They all just right over the big fish. Ran just over the big fish. Yep. Seen them on SI.
Yep.
That's what's up.
Yeah, when I was scanning the lake, I was a couple days ago. Man, I found about 20 brush piles just scanning.
Yeah.
Yep. Found
Cool.
about 14 beds, maybe a little more. Yep.
Nice.
Scanned about half of the lake.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Just got to put a little time in instead of just going out there and I'm gonna fish.
Yep.
Yep.
Looking for a spot.
Yep. Find a few.
Use those electronics that you spend all that money.
Yep.
Spend all that money for it. I'm not
Next
saying you gotta
time
have.
going, I'll do the other half of the lake.
Yeah. Especially for bluegill. I mean,
Yep.
it only takes side imaging for bluegill.
Yep.
Just about everybody has
Right.
side imaging. So.
Yep.
Craig say I'm going to win tonight.
All right.
Let's make it happen, Craig. Devon, stop it.
Man, 15. 1 in
What's
15 chances. That's pretty good.
Yep, that's right.
Yep. 15-1.
Squiddle said I need to win that trip.
Yep. That's good.
Yeah. There's Tim. He's joined. JR. I know all Craig. Craig, are you gonna make that drive down here? Thank you, Super Dave. Any of you guys that are on Facebook, here is a Facebook crappie page that we got started that's getting ready to blow up. And I'm gonna tell you, we share some good stuff over there. I'm still pushing people to go that's been out fishing to do, drop a little report with some pics over there. But Big Les was supposed to have did his little report over there, but still hadn't seen that yet. And it's like I say all the time, it does not take you having a table full of fish to do a report. Because what you put up there that worked for you will help other people, and what you put up there that didn't work for you will help other people also, including myself. And that's on that Facebook page. And if you want to book a trip, this is my contact information right here. So let's so we got 17 people so far.
Give them another minute.
Uh-oh. Payne, I ain't gonna have no pole on my boat. Yeah, it's a rifle, Devon.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Craig say he don't want the guided trip. So if Craig wins, we'll draw again.
I don't think he did it. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah. He did do crappie. Hashtag crappie.
Major Brown said, take all 15 folks. They get 2 bluegill each. That's funny right there. Greg said, I
Yep.
have too much work on the farm to come down fishing, but sure would like to. One day, Craig, it'll happen one day.
Yep. Yep.
It'll happen one day. Daniel says, I love the pole dancing technique, like having 360 on the boat. Crappie said he said he'll take Craig's place. Payne says, do we get to take Dargle so we can take Squiddo with us? All right, let's do this drone,
Yep.
y'all.
Yep.
Like that's all this.
Drum
that's all.
roll.
Drum roll. Do we need music? Nah, we don't need no music. All right, here we go. Good luck to everybody. Who's the winner? Who's the winner? Squiddo!
Oh, Squiddo. Congrats.
Congratulations, Squiddo.
Congrats,
That's super
Squiddo.
cool right there.
Yep. Yep.
That's super cool.
Yep.
All
Congrats,
right.
Squiddo. Yep.
I know y'all knew that I was probably kidding around the other week when I said that I got a trip coming up that I'm gonna be giving away, and I just need to get some of these trips that I'm so backed up on
Right.
out of the way. I'm still not caught up. Had to reschedule 3 trips so far this week, but we gonna make this bluegill trip happen.
I'm gonna make a trip. It all depends if I sell this motor or not, but I need to make a 2-day trip to Conroe.
Cool. Come on. Let me know when you're gonna do it. That way I'll try to not have some guide trips. Yeah, she was on was it last week she was on?
Yeah, last week, yep.
Yeah.
You'll get LBG to take a day off.
Yep. Yeah, Dave, Squiddo got my I appreciate you dropping it though, but he got the my email already. Everybody's hollering congrats to to Squiddo, man. That's super cool right there, buddy.
Hey, let's do another hashtag. I'm gonna give away some baits. That way everyone gets in it.
He said, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna do a bait giveaway.
Do another diff so then they can, because other than that, there'll only be 17 people.
Yeah. So regardless if you're in the Houston area or whatever, just drop a link for
hashtag crappie.
Hashtag crappie.
Yep. Everyone's eligible for baits.
Everyone's eligible.
I'm gonna do two winners.
Cool.
And you're gonna get the new White Lightning. Yep.
Cool. That's a must-have, dude.
Yep.
That little bait has been doing some damage.
And a skinny stinger, I think I have some.
Yep. Okay, cool.
A different profile.
Now, speaking
I really
of
don't sell,
exactly. Yeah, that's what I'll just get ready to say. That y'all get ready to get something special right there because it's been in testing. And it's
I ain't really sold any yet.
Yeah. So are you prepared to sell some now? Or?
Yeah. I got enough molds now.
Okay.
Yep.
That is a profile, and I couldn't talk about it before because it wasn't on the market.
Right.
But now it's on the market.
Yep.
It's something else to help you consistently catch crappie year round. Yes, sir. Camel Joe, what's going on, my man?
Daniel. Yep. Congrats, Squiddo.
It's all good, Squiddo.
25 entries. Yep, we're getting there.
Yep.
Give you guys about 30 more seconds.
Cool.
Get them keyboards clicking.
Yeah, you know, I don't cut for the Mr. Crappie line. I mean, it has too much memory.
I used to use it before, now I don't. Yeah, I don't use it.
You know, I'll tell you guys this. here recently, I got some 10 and 15 pound braid from Steve.
Have you tried it casting?
Man, it's a dream.
Oh, okay.
And you can set the hook.
Hmm.
Don't have to worry about your line breaking. It
Right.
fishes identical to 4 or 6 pound
Okay.
mono. And I'm very happy with it.
Okay.
Very happy with it on a casting rod.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I don't like it on a jigging rod,
Right.
but
Right.
there's a new name, SSC Steve During.
Okay. Cool. And you guys have to be subscribed to the channel, otherwise it won't
Yeah,
put your
the
name up.
giveaway
Yep. Yep.
tool will not pick you up. Even though you see your comment right here,
Yeah.
they'll say I'll join y'all on Conroe.
Yeah.
Crappie said squids, I'll buy your win for 100.
Mhm. Yeah. In the fall, we're gonna have a get together. We're gonna wait till the weather cools down.
Yeah.
Yep. And we'll announce it. What lake? Get
Greg
some
said
people
me want
together.
white lightning.
Yep. Yep.
That's funny.
29 entries. Let's see if anyone else joins in. I think we're
Yeah.
about good.
Steve, what lake
29.
did you find all those beds on? Just curious, your voice.
It was in the bedroom.
Wow. That's funny right there. Hook 76. I've drank that white lightning. Rough stuff. Tell you what, I've had something that's pretty smooth. You really got to watch it. Joey said, "Me too. It's mean stuff."
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're ready for that. Let's fire it off.
Okay, here we
2
go.
giveaways. And just contact me.
Okay. All right. Good luck to everybody. Here we go. Oh, wrong screen. Wrong screen. Darian Jackson.
Oh
What is
man,
this
he won
dude?
again.
This this dude he must got a job over there at StreamYard or something.
Yeah, that's 2 of them. He won from me.
Golly.
Yeah.
All right, here we
Yep.
go.
29 entries.
Congrats.
Yep.
Congrats, Darian. Hook
Hook
76.
76. Yep. Hit me up and I'll send
Super
them
cool.
white lightning to you.
Super cool.
We should meet at Sam Rayburn. I never been there. That's what
Yeah, I
Dale
fished it.
said.
Yeah, I fished it a couple times. It's one of the more easy lakes that all
Yeah.
these boys around here running to. How different is white lightning versus hot white? It's different.
Yeah, it's different.
Yes, it's different. I've had a few people ask me about that, and it's different enough to have.
Yeah, yeah.
Craig said I was shooting for 4 laughs tonight, but got 5. My job
Yep.
is
Man.
Craig, man, I really do
Yep.
appreciate your sense of humor, man. Thank you
Yep.
for coming on the show,
Yep.
and really do appreciate you, brother. Really do appreciate it. Super Dave just posted up Steve's
Yep.
email right here, but I think you give the option too for them to hit you up on Facebook.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Either
Super
way.
Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
It's
simple.
down there. Yeah.
Very simple on the email, limitstackle@gmail.com, or you can just do if you
Yep.
prefer Facebook.
Yeah.
Super
Either
Dave
way.
posted
Yep.
that up too.
And I'll
Thank you,
get
Super
around.
Dave. Dang, that means I have to pay for my.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. No problem, man.
Super cool. Well, guys,
Yep.
I've sort of been trying to get away from doing the 2 hour deal, and it's just to help myself and Super Dave out.
Right.
And I know Super Dave do not have a problem sitting over here talking about crappie for 2 hours, but when he has to get up, he gets up earlier than I do, and I know I struggle
Yeah.
on a Thursday morning getting
And
up.
he's an hour
So
ahead.
Exactly. That makes it even worse. Yep. So we're gonna end it right here. I hope what we discussed tonight helped
Yep.
you and give you the confidence to go out and make those changes.
Yep.
Because this time of year, I know down here on this lake with the thermocline the way it is, you do have to make changes, including your settings. If you're running live scope, lighten up on that sensitivity. It will help you a lot. Be able to see your fish. If you run it super hot, that thermocline is gonna kill your unit.
Yep.
So move around. Plus or minus 2 on that thermocline is what I've been seeing. Uh, so where you set thermocline at, concentrate on that depth plus or minus 2. So and that's what I got tonight. But
Yep.
you got anything on
No,
closing?
just be safe, man. You guys be safe.
Yeah, there has been a few deaths in our area. Uh, one was on boat. One was just the guy had his family out there swimming in the river and lost. I think he lost his life and his daughter's life. So man, y'all,
Man.
you got to respect this water
Yep.
out there,
Yep.
y'all. Uh, so and if you're on a boat, Onyx PFDs
Yep.
get the job done. They're very comfortable.
Yep.
Put them on a couple minutes after that, you don't even realize they're on anymore. So be sure to protect yourself. Get back home to your family safe. And as always, Super Dave, much appreciated.
Yep.
Big Les, uh, Slick, appreciate all you guys coming in. Everybody in the chat,
Yep.
Steve, much
Yep.
appreciated, brother.
No problem, man.
And as always, we'll see y'all next week. Same time, same flavor.
Yep. Yep. Take care.
Peace.